Well, how's it going, guys? We opened the show with AU the Clown. Got this little business card or whatever. I guess it is kind of a business card because there's uh, a funeral service, on the back of the card. I don't know why that would be in the most peculiar place, provided that we've got AU the Clown from the Alf Carafe Shrine Circus on this side and Gephardt Funeral Home and Cremation Services on the opposite side. I don't know why they decided to go that route, but nonetheless, it is an advertising and marketing opportunity, and they took it. So anyway, it is 3 o'clock Eastern time. My name is Jared Fuller, also known as the Jared Bear. Welcome aboard. This is the Sunday video update for Sunday, January 23rd, 2022. What a week it's been, huh? There's been a lot going on. Of course, I was at the Shrine Circus this past Friday. We've lost a couple of remarkable, talented people, and I'll get to that in a minute. Dad is usually off camera, but I think he's in the bathroom right now, so we should be expecting him any moment. Amy's in the bedroom doing her thing. So right now I'm just sitting here flying solo for the opening of the Sunday video update. I hope you've all been doing well out there. So we did lose a couple of well-known celebrities this past week. We lost Meatloaf, the singer Meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. And he had Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and he was in several programs, movies, and such. We lost him this past week at the age of 74. I love Meatloaf. I've always been a fan of Meatloaf, and sadly and sorely missed. And the rock world had taken a huge hit with the news of his death. Um, Meatloaf, real name I think is Marvin Lee Aday or Michael. I think it's Marvin. I would have to check my sources, but um, his stage name was Meatloaf, and we lost him this past week at the age of 74. A talented person, loved his music. He was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Um, like I said, there's only 3 songs of his that I actually know, and it's Paradise. Why can't I say Paradise? Paradise by the Dashboard Light. 2 out of 3, and I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Those are the 3 songs of his that I really know. And if you remember, he hosted a program it was like music trivia. It was called Between a Rock and a Hard Place, I think it was. A Rock and a Hard Place? Yeah, I think it was called Rock and a Hard Place. He was a host of that, and I remember watching it all the time. Um, but yeah, what a big loss in the music world. I'm really saddened by that. And we also lost actor comedian Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson passed away at the age of 68. He battled non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, uh, type of cancer, of course. He had been battling that for any number of years, by what I understand, and so we lost him this past week at the age of 68. I remember Life with Louie back in the 90s. It was one of my favorite shows. I used to watch it all the time. Um, yeah, just a couple of big losses, people that are well known, people we've grew up listening to and watching, and now they're gone. It's a shame. Everybody's dying, um, or so it seems anyway. We lost someone, a personal friend of ours that we've known for years. His name was Red Moore. Red was the proprietor. Why can't I speak this week? I don't know. I'm flying solo, so that could be the reason why I can't speak. Um, he was the proprietor of Town and Country Auto Salvage, which is a scrapyard. It's a junkyard that way, out by the town of Ashley. I used to do lots of dealings with him because Dad and I used to take scrap metal over to the junkyard, and Red and his wife Virginia, Ginny, that was her nickname, and she passed away last year, and I'm sad and heartbroken by the fact that Red passed away. My love and condolences go out to the Moore family. I don't know if they don't even know that this channel exists. They probably don't even know. But I'm sure it'll get back to them some way, somehow, to his children. He passed away at Memorial Healthcare in Owasso. Um, he was 85 years old. He was 85 years old. Um, so yeah, my love and condolences go out to the Moore family. It's just been crazy with people dying off lately. I don't know. I don't get it, but I do understand that that's a part of life. And as I said, I think it was last week or the week before. It's just something we all got to do eventually. And I don't want to delve too much into philosophical life and death stuff here this week. I to talk about the good parts of the week, which I'm going to get to right now. The Shrine Circus was awesome. Today was the last day of the Shrine Circus at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw. I think their last show was at 2 o'clock. Matter of fact, I could check that for you. If you're local and if you're watching from uh, the area, yeah, the tributes are pouring in for Meatloaf. Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. 2022 Saginaw Shrine Circus. Okay. Um, so today it says from today 1 till 5. So they must have another show at 5 o'clock, I'm guessing. Um, hmm, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's actually the 78th annual. They got this the 77th. Elf Carafe Shrine Circus, Sunday, January 23rd, 2022 at 1 o'clock. Um, so I think that's how long they've got the building leased. So the last show was at 1 o'clock. So they're already done with Saginaw then. Sorry, last show was at um 1 o'clock. Yep. Um, so I guess they're done with Saginaw now. So now they're moving on to other locations around the country. Yeah, if you missed the Shrine Circus this year, bummer. But yeah, so the last show was at 1 o'clock this afternoon. I'm guessing because it said from 1 until 5, so I'm wondering if that's how long that they have the Dow Event Center leased for. Like their lease is up at 5 o'clock. That's what I'm kind of wondering because it wouldn't make sense. It's not a 4 hour show. It's probably an hour, a couple hours, if that, including intermission time. So yeah, the circus was awesome. They didn't have the lions and tigers and all that stuff, but they did have elephants and they had horses. They had juggling and balancing acts, and they had the shrine clowns, of course. They had a piano that exploded. A clown put a stick of dynamite inside the piano, and when the other clown hit the key, it boom, and it blew the back of the piano out, and a clown come rolling out, and then he ran. It's like, okay, I know what you're up to. They had the Shrine Clowns. They had they used to be known as the Chicago Boys. Now they're called the Chi-Town Flyers, and they were awesome. They do a lot of jump roping and high flying jumping and all that stuff. They were really good. Um, there were all kinds of acts. They had the trapeze in the beginning. That was the opening act, and then they had like how they swirl around on the ropes and all that stuff. They had the human cannonball, which was the very last act of the show. It was a lot of fun. It was me and Amy and my dad and my buddy Reese Varney, who you've seen in videos, in prior videos on my channel here. He went, I took him, and he had a lot of fun. And of course, I put together a video of the Shrine Circus, just a few different moments from that night. So I just wanted to piece something together real quick. And I actually edited the video on my Apple iPhone. I have I have an app on the iPhone called iMovie, so I was able to do that, put that together real quick, and then um the trick is when you upload videos from your phone to your YouTube channel, and if you want, if you wanna add any, like, special opening credits, when you upload the video to your YouTube channel, you upload it as unlisted. That way, when you get home, you can download the unlisted video to your desktop computer. Then you can take that video, add it to your Windows Movie Maker or whatever video editing software you use. You can add in the special titles and such, and then you can resave it and then upload the new version of that video to your, and make it public. So that's one trick that I learned from doing that. But it was a lot of fun. I always have fun at the Shrine Circus, and most people would say, "Well, circus is for kids." Yeah, although I know what you're saying is suggested, well, it's not for grown, well, actually, the circus is for people of all ages, first of all. Second of all, yes, it is for kids. In the Shriners hospitals, the money goes to the Shriners hospitals for children. They raise money for the kids in the hospital. The Shrine Circus is for charitable purposes. And I was standing in line at one of the concessions that everything is expensive at the Dow Event Center. Um, but I was standing in line with Reese because he was getting a free refill on his icy. Now, mind you, they were like $12 and it's expensive. It's very expensive. Um, but you get free refills. So I guess that takes the edge off the sting of paying $12 for an icy, which is fucking outrageous to me. But at the same time, I understand why everything is so expensive. First of all, I'm pretty sure the Dow gets a commission from all the concessions. All the vendors, as far as I know, are private vendors, so they can set the price at any price they want. And again, the proceeds benefit Shriners Hospitals for Children. So that's why that's what mainly why I go is because of the charitable contribution. Um, and of course, I just like having fun. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like to have fun? I always have fun at the Shrine Circus. Greta Van Fleet's gonna be coming to the Dow, monster trucks. I think the Harlem Globetrotters are coming to Saginaw. There's a lot of cool stuff coming, to the Dow Event Center. And funny thing happened when we were there. Um, we were walking back out to the vehicle after the show, and it was cold outside. I'm trying to get back to my van so I can get the heater on. I get the van started, get the heater on, and, I shouted across the street, I said, "No worries, Dow, you'll get our taxes next month." Which our property taxes are due next month, and the Dow Event Center does show up on the, tax receipt. And so but anyway, I don't mind paying for the Dow Event Center. Even if I had a choice in the matter, I'd probably still pay for the Dow Event Center because I use the Dow Event Center. Although it's in Saginaw, not in Chesaning, but because we're residents of Saginaw County and we are landowners, of course, we have to pay the property tax and, we have to pay our fair share of the taxes, which is understood. Um, but, we pay for the Dow Event Center. We pay for Castle Museum in Saginaw. We pay for the Children's Zoo in Saginaw. Of course, all the county parks in Saginaw County. Um, Trash pickup, we pay for the fire departments, we pay for the police, all that stuff. Delta College, we even pay for Delta College, I found out. Um, but yeah, there's quite a few things that we pay for on the taxes, and I don't mind paying for the Dow Event Center. But if I go to Castle Museum, I want to check it out. I've never been to Castle Museum. I'm paying for something that I've never seen before. I want to check it out. But as Dad pointed out, which welcome, Dad. I think there is a cover charge. I think you have to pay to get into Castle Museum, but I'd have to look into that. I don't wanna pass along any inaccurate information, but I'm pretty sure they make you pay a cover charge. So, how you doing, Dad? You had a good week? Other than, we've lost a good friend of ours and, a couple of celebrity deaths. We did have fun at the Shrine Circus, though, this past Friday. I was just telling the viewers about that. I had a couple of women looking for me, and it's like, wow, I'm here to go to the circus, and I've got a woman over here who wants to sit next to me, and I got a woman over here asking Amy and Dad, "Where's Jared? Where's Jared?" Like, on the hour here, wow. But yeah, I got women looking for me. I don't think I'm that desirable, but that's just my own opinion. But it's nice to know, yeah, it's like, there's women who want to sit next to me. They want me to sit with them or whatever the case may be. It's like, I didn't think I was that desirable to women. Um, yeah, Mr. fucking popularity, right? But I don't mind it. It's no big deal to me. I had fun, and um, they had a bike giveaway, and yeah, a boy's bike and a girl's bike. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I put together that quick video, and I hope you had a chance to check it out. Give it a thumbs up. And I did say at the beginning or at the end of the year, last year, that I was potentially thinking about opening up the chat log or allowing people to comment on my videos. I haven't, you know, got to that point yet because I just don't want people causing problems. And I want to keep this channel free and clear of troublemakers. Or if I do open the chat log again, I can just chew them up and spit them out like I would anybody else, which is not a problem either. But I'm still debating that. Amy has joined us off camera. She has come out of her cocoon. Hello, Amy. I had suggested after today's Sunday video update that we go out to get something to eat. I haven't gotten any okay. Oh, you can't wait? How about you, Dad? Huh? Oh, okay. So I guess we're all in. I had suggested after today's Sunday video update that we're going to go to the Jade Buffet and get some Chinese food, because I haven't been there yet in the new year. Dad and Amy are probably looking forward to that as well. Um, yeah, we've been doing a lot of cooking around here because it's been so cold outside, and we got some more snow overnight, and they're talking more snow tomorrow night. And I know my buddy Kenny, I haven't been to Billy's in the past couple weeks. And if we're supposed to be getting snow tomorrow night, it's looking like another week of me not going to Billy's. Um, I love going out to Billy's. I love talking with Dan Richards and his lovely wife, Georgianne, and all my friends out there. But if the weather is going to be inclement and the roads are going to be terrible, I'm not taking a fucking chance. Well, I always tell them if I show up, I show up. If I don't, I don't. Oh, yeah, Amy, this $12 glass here. I mean, check that out. Seven different modes. She got this from the Shrine Circus on Friday.
It comes with a snow cone in it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to drink any liquor in that. Then try drinking it.
Yeah, could you imagine being plastered and drinking beer out of this?
Oh, my glass is on fire.
I mean, to be 3 sheets to the wind, and you'd already be delirious from the blinking lights. It's like, oh fuck, I'm getting pulled over by the cops. No,
I'm gonna get sick.
I'm gonna throw up.
You got one in there too, Jared. That's a staple. There you go. There's your staple.
Oh yeah, the Blue Boys. Yeah, that's pretty cool. $12 for an icy, which
Really didn't want to pay that much, boy.
you're paying for the glass and the blinky little fucking lights in it.
You know, honestly, Jared, I think that they should sell them without the drink.
I mean, I'll admit it is cool to have a glass with blinking lights in it, and you can switch it up on occasion. But
I love sitting.
$12.
I love sitting in the bedroom with it. Yes, it does. I just gotta read.
Fuck, I ain't got no light on the bottom of this.
At night, I can go in my bedroom when it's all dark.
Right.
and sit and shut off my light
I get
Right.
sick.
and just watch that, and it just mellows
I
me.
get sick too.
I don't know why.
Well, what I can't stand, or what I can, and my Uncle Danny has a problem with this too, is on a sunny day when you're driving down the road and you're going through trees, and you have trees where the sun is constantly flickering in your eyes, and you have flashbacks, and you go through the state of delirium. That happens to me too. I don't know if you guys experience that, but it happens to me and happens to Dad. And I don't know. It's just, it kind of makes me sick when the sun flickers in my eyes through the trees, you know. And yeah, it kind of makes me sick. But we had a great time in Saginaw at the Shrine Circus. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. It's like, what? That's it? No more entertainment? Come on.
My mind
Um,
shut off that night. I didn't get to bed till 3:00 next morning.
Reese really enjoyed it. I kept asking him, "You having fun? You having fun?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they had this. It's called the Wheel of Destiny, and you saw the Wheel of Destiny in the video where he's in that circle and it's spinning like this. Well, he actually was on the outside of it and he was jump roping blindfolded. And we were, and when I bought the tickets, they had this deal where you can get a 4-pack for $40. So $10 a ticket. That's cheap. You know, I couldn't turn that down. And even if I couldn't find the fourth person, I would have just kept the extra ticket as a souvenir. But luckily I found the fourth person. That was my buddy Reese. And it was general admission seating. So it was first come, first serve. I made sure that I got right down in the front because I wanted to see everything. And we were under the Wheel of Destiny, and we were right in front of the one, because it's a 3-ring circus. So we were right in front of the ring that's closest to the entrance of where they all come out. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I didn't want to leave. Yeah, Dad likes watching the women,
You know,
and
I was sitting there trying to watch them and video them,
yeah,
and I'm like this, sitting here trying to watch.
trying not
them.
to lean back in the guy's lap behind us. That was a boy?
Yeah, that was a.
I thought it was a girl.
No, there was 2 boys up there.
Well, I know there was a 9-year-old kid who was on the trapeze, but I thought that was a girl.
No,
So it was a little young boy. Well, that kid was really good.
yeah, and then there was an older one.
They did a
Maybe
good
the
job.
older one was a girl.
I thought there was a girl.
Yeah. And then you had the women up there.
Yeah, they were all they.
9-year-old only did one thing, but
Yeah, and there were, they messed up a few times, like there was a guy who was on a back of a horse, and they were going around the center ring, and they had like this sheet, and when he would come up to where it crosses over, he would jump it and get back on the horse's back. Well, he actually fell off the horse trying to do it. He slid off. But he got right back up, and we all applauded him, and good job or whatever.
And then he did it again.
And
Did it right.
the balancing, they balanced on a bowling ball, and it was fucking crazy.
Did you get video of the one where he messed up?
No.
Where I wish that you're gonna have to help me try to send it. Jared,
They had I kind of pretty much went over all the acts they had. There's something they had there, and I want to get one myself. It's an inflatable polar bear costume. There was a clown who was in the center ring. He had this little, like a ring, that like the dogs jump through, and he had this stuffed animal, and it was a little bear, and he was getting mad because it wouldn't do anything. It's a stuffed animal, and he kicked it, threw it, whatever. Well, this one person in a costume, it was one of those inflatable polar bear costumes, he came out as fast as he could, and he got right up behind, and the crowd went nuts. The crowd went wild, and he got up behind this clown, and clown turned around and goes, and it was funny. And then the guy in the polar bear costume, he started dancing. He leaned sideways and he was kicking one leg up and going around in circles and stuff. It was funny. I want to get a costume like that. I've been pricing them. They're like $100 and some, $165. I wouldn't mind getting one of those. Just wow. Yeah, but you're inside it. You're inside of it. So
And then pop it.
yeah, have someone come up with a knife or a pencil or a bobby pin or something and pop you. I mean, $165. I'd be really pissed if someone popped a hole in my costume. I would be fucking furious.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be a great.
It'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be awesome. It'd be sweet, but $165, I'm not sure I would. But it is a pretty neat costume. Actually, what I'd like to do is get like an Easter bunny costume, and well, I don't want to give away my plans because you never know who's watching, and then they'll run back and
Oh yeah.
ruin it for me or give away my plans.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a good time at the circus. I always have fun at the circus. Well, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. As I've already pointed out, yeah, the circus is mainly for the kids, but it's actually entertainment of all ages. That's why they say boys and girls, children of all ages. We're not children, but we also enjoy the entertainment. At the beginning of the show,
On Facebook.
yeah,
I love it because I can be a kid again.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's just for a couple hours.
You're having fun.
It's all, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you're a kid at young at heart.
Well,
Young at
they
heart is what you do.
at the beginning, what I liked is that they had the flag, the American flag, and we saluted. You know, I stood up, I took my hat off, I put my hand up like this. Yeah, I stood up.
Until they stop or walk away.
Yep, I got up, took my hat off, put my hand up like this, and showed my support for the troops. And of course, they're holding up an American flag. All the Shriners and all the clowns did the same thing. They stood up, put their hand up like this, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, Dad did it. It was cool. It was a great time. I always enjoy going to the store. I'm not crazy about the prices of stuff there, which is why I never buy anything at the Dow. But like I said, again, those are private vendors, so they can put whatever price they want. Uh,
Stuff that they get at the dollar store.
yeah, I know. The Dow Event Center, they get a commission from that. And the Shriners Hospitals for Children, they get so much of that. But and I was just checking. You guys weren't out here, but I was checking the Dow Event Center website, and the last show of the Shrine Circus was at 1:00 today. But it says from 1 until 5, so I'm wondering if that's when the lease expires.
Yeah, that's when they probably.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take them time to get all.
Well,
the
they gotta-
animals in
Well,
there.
they got to get the equipment and everything clean. But I'm
Yeah.
thinking at 5:00 is when the lease expires
Yeah.
because they have to lease that.
Yeah.
They have everything out there by 5.
Yeah, they got to have everything out by 5:00. Yeah. So they're gonna go on to the next city. I don't know where.
Detroit.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
You
I have no idea where they're going.
Look it up.
They're the Carden brothers, I think, or the Carden, sir, Brett Carden. I actually messaged Brett Carden on Facebook and told him that I enjoyed the show and I want one of those polar bear costumes.
You have to tell him.
I did. I did tell him. I messaged him
Tell him
on
next year
Facebook.
I'll make sure I'm out there on the stage.
And that's just like the big cola bear. Is what it is. Big Coca-Cola bear.
It's a polar bear.
Yeah, that's what the Coca-Cola
Yeah,
bear
I
was.
know, but it wasn't the Coca-Cola bear per se.
No.
It was a polar bear.
It would have been funny if he'd have handed that clown
Gave him a Coke. Yeah, that
would've been
it was funny. There's actually another video on my YouTube channel. If you guys, I don't know if you saw it or not, but it was from the Shrine Circus. I think from a couple years ago when we went, where they had the life-size transformer, like a regular car turned into a transformer with all the cool lights and shit.
Behind us,
Um,
remember that? He was having fun talking
they-
about that.
They had that same polar bear come out at the end, and they were playing Taylor Swift "Shake It Off," and he was shaking, in his costume, and then the ringmaster mentioned pizza, and so the polar bear went running. Hey, when there's pizza involved,
I did notice though they didn't have the ringmaster out there.
They didn't have the elephants out there. They didn't bring them out for
They-
the show.
they had elephants there.
Yeah, but they didn't have the show with them in the show.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. They had 2 elephants.
Some girls went down further, and the girls.
Yeah, remember the one woman was hanging off the elephant the side? She was she was
I didn't
yeah,
know.
they had elephants in the show.
Look at each ring.
Yeah, see, that must have
It was
been
in the
it.
center ring. Yeah, they had elephants. They had the horses, of
Yeah, I
course.
didn't catch that.
No
Yeah.
lions or
It was
tigers or
everything down in that third ring. I never.
Well,
caught
the elephants were in the center ring, but then they had like the balancing and the juggling. That was on all 3 rings at the same time. Then they had, of course, the Wheel of Destiny, and they didn't have any motorcycles or anything. They didn't have the Globe of Death or anything like that.
or tigers or
They
lions.
didn't have Lions, Tigers. They had the Chicago Boys. Well, now they're called the Chi-Town Flyers.
Or
But
dogs.
they were amazing.
no,
The jump roping and
no
the
dogs in there.
no dogs.
See, and
I
that's
said,
Um,
well,
that's
I'm
where-
kind of wondering, could
Because of
some
Betty
of
White?
them have got the COVID?
Yeah, I'm thinking the COVID may have a big part to do with that. Why they didn't have a lot of animals.
Betty White
Um,
passing through, that might have had it.
See, and that's what I was thinking too. Like, what if Betty White's death had something to do with,
Might have.
like, in honor of Betty White, they didn't really use
A lot of
a lot of animals.
I know they had ponies out there.
It-
and they had
I know it's
It was different than
it was different,
and the
but it was
horses-
still fun.
The horses,
But it was still fun. And you know what else was different about the Shine Circus this year? The rings didn't light up.
no.
Like they didn't have the light chaser
The only
lights
thing
around the
at
ring.
end
Yeah, where they
was
had the
Styro.
spark.
I do know one thing,
Yeah.
that light blinded me when I come around.
Oh,
Those lights were bright.
yeah.
They're like 10,000
matter of
lumen.
fact, you know the ones that were over by the
Yeah.
curtain? I got Dad and I talking about those, and I accidentally swore. And I
Yeah.
didn't realize it until I
It
really
blinded
just
me.
Yeah, they were fucking bright, like 10,000 lumen or something like that. They were bright lights, but they got the job
They
done.
all put on a good show.
son of a bee.
Yeah.
They always put on a good show for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get the spotlights are going crazy in the arena, and it was pretty cool. And-
Licking my
And
face off.
as I was telling the viewers here, I don't mind paying for the Dow Event Center. Absolutely not. I don't mind paying, even if I
don't understand why we gotta pay for that stupid
museum.
museum.
The Castle
I've never
Museum?
been there.
it might not be stupid though. It might be fascinating.
Nice, but if we're paying
I've
for
never
that,
been in it.
Why do we have to pay for it again to go
I
in?
don't know if we have to pay to get in it.
And now the thing that I think is maybe stupid is the one for the kid, the museum for the kids.
The Children's Museum?
Yeah.
I don't think we pay for that. I don't know. I don't know if that's considered as
Castle or,
no, I don't know if it's considered like a county recreation like the parks. I'm not sure. It doesn't show up in the taxes.
Oh, okay.
But we might pay for that.
Yeah,
We might pay
pay for
because
everything, we just don't know it.
we pay for Delta College.
I don't know why we don't have
That shows up in the taxes. We are exempt from something to do with Chesaning schools, but we still no, it's Chesaning schools. But there's still something else we have to pay regarding the district. I'm not sure what it is. I don't really understand it myself.
Like the stupid ass
This is what we pay for.
sinkhole. What the hell is a sinkhole?
This is what we pay for. I'm going to go over it right now. Okay, we pay for the Dow Event Center. We pay for the hospital dot, whatever that is, mosquito control, Castle Museum, county parks, senior citizens, animal control, Saginaw County Sheriff, Children's Zoo, 911 Authority, the Health Department, Delta College, the Saginaw Intermediate School District, the special ed schools in Saginaw, the Saginaw Career Tech. We're exempt from the Chesaning school operations. However, we have to pay the Chesaning school debt.
What's that around that? To put a tax
Um,
from it.
Sinking fund. I don't know what the sinking fund is. I'm gonna have a talk with the tax lady about this because no, it's separate. The sinking fund, the local operating, I don't know what that is, the fire department, the trash, and then Pickerel Creek at the end.
Sinking fund, could that be like
Pickerel Creek, I don't even know where that's right here.
Pickerel Creek is right down here.
We have nothing to do with that.
Yes, we do.
Unless we pay for that to go across it, sir.
We
Probably what it is because it goes
You-
right across Wapples Road.
you pay probably when they fix the road down there
Yeah.
for the bridge.
which it should it I don't get it myself, but that's all we pay for. Well, for winter taxes anyway. Summer taxes are, I don't know if they're that much different, but we pay less in the summer than we do the winter. But I don't know like exactly what in the summer we pay for because it's all we pay different in the summer than the winter. But yeah, that's basically we pay for all that. Now the Dow Event Center shows up as the first item that we pay for, which again, I don't mind paying for the Dow Event Center. I use it. And I love going to the Shrine Circus. I love it.
You figure Dad and I, we've already been to the Dow Event Center twice.
Yeah, you guys went to WWE Wrestling. It wasn't on TV, by the way. It was just a house show. And then the Shrine Circus.
Yeah.
You know what else is coming up that I didn't mention? Zender Snowfest. The ice sculptures out in Frankenmuth. I want to go to that, but man, you got to get over there early. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get over there early to find somewhere to park. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Yeah, I'd rather not walk in the cold. But I haven't been to Zender Snowfest in who knows how long. Oh, someone from 102.5 WIOG was at the Shrine Circus too.
Yeah.
Which I forget her name and it escapes me, but she's a DJ at WIO. Yeah. She one of the clowns put a pie in her face, which was fucking hilarious. But that, I would take a pie in the face. I've never taken pie in the face, but I've taken pie in the hole right here in the pie hole. But yeah, it was fun. I can't emphasize enough. I had a wonderful time at the Shrine Circus, and it's for all ages. Yeah, they say boys and girls, children of all ages. Well, I'm a big kid at heart. I like the circus. I like seeing the kids on the face painting and oh yeah, elderly couples are there all the time. There's older people there, and they love it. They love it. They have a great time. I like it when the kids get excited. They oh yeah, they jump up and down and they've got big old smiles on their faces and they laugh at the clowns and it's fun. It's fun. Oh yeah, with the exploding piano. When I was telling the viewers earlier, yeah, I mean, I knew they were gonna have a loud boom because I kind of cheated a little bit when I told people because I saw the acts that they had when they were in Flint at the Dort Financial Center, and when they had the piano, you could see the flame shooting up. So I'm thinking, they're gonna have a loud boom, and now I see why. The clown stuck a stick of dynamite. He opened the lid and he put a stick of dynamite down there when the other clown's back was turned, and then when he turned around. And he must have pushed a button on the one of the keys, and then it went boom, and then the smoke came up, and the back of it blew out, and then the clown started rolling out. And yeah, yeah, and then the clown ran, and it was funny. I remember they had a car there once that went boom, and yeah.
I remember a car there when there was like 12, 15 clowns come flying out of it.
They had, I remember one year they had this great big Jack in the Box. they would wind the big crank, and then the clown would pop out and boink on top of the head with one of those air inflated hammer kind of things. Not a real hammer, obviously, but
I still like to know how that lady changed her clothes so fast.
yeah, that was another act that they had at the Shrine Circus. A lady changed her wardrobe like instantly. They had this, I don't know, she had this, or this guy had this thing, and he raised it up and he shook it, and then when he dropped it, she was in a different wardrobe. Then they had this big sheet, they wrapped it around her completely, and when he unwrapped it, she was in a different wardrobe, different color. It's like, yeah, and the guy had that black suit, and then he instantly changed to a white suit, just like that. It's like, holy shit, Don Johnson. I'm
I think that's one that puzzles the people the most.
I have seen that act at least 100 times, and I'm still perplexed on how the fuck they can do that. How they change just change wardrobe that fast. There's a trick to it. I'll figure it out. There's a trick to it, and I'll figure it out. But yeah, Amy didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I wanted. It's like, come on, bring some more shit out. Come on. And yeah, it was different this year, but it was still fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And Reese, he had a great time. He was like, whoa, look at that, or whoa. Yeah, the human cannonball at the end. And went boom, and then he shot 100 feet into the air, across the arena, and into a safety net. Yep, I didn't get that on camera. I would have, but I got to protect the ears because I don't like the loud booms, but that's part of the show. Now, it's funny though, fireworks don't bother me because I can see the fireworks go up. So I know there's going to be a boom. And it had taken me a while to get used to those booms too, but at the circus, it's unpredictable, especially when the clowns are out there and they're doing crazy stuff. But I think all that, like when they did the piano act, I think that was just a little bit of gunpowder that, just like it, you could see it where he had like the stick of dynamite, but there's like a little, I would suspect that maybe a little bit of gunpowder to make it look realistic, because if that was loaded with gunpowder from end to end, it would have been louder and more massive. Yeah, it would have blown to pieces. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounded on the speaker itself.
It boom. Yeah.
That's why it just fell apart.
Yeah, it would have blown to pieces. There would have been shrapnel everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. So it couldn't have been real dynamite. I mean, if it was real dynamite, there would have been shrapnel everywhere. We would have got hurt. But they practice and rehearse that stuff all the time. So they know what they're doing. They're professionals, but it's still funny. And sometimes you can smell the gas, like when they have exploded, you can smell the gas that they use to set it off. But it is funny. It is funny. Uh-oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, goodness gracious. God bless it. Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, it's that light. But yeah, oh, it bumped the mic. It was a lot of fun. I really I enjoyed myself.
So if you've never been to it, please go to it.
Yeah, next year when they come back to Flint or Saginaw, because they usually come to Flint first. They'll be at the Dort Financial Center next year. And then after Flint, they come to Saginaw, probably, I don't know, like a week later. But if you ever get a chance to go to the Shrine Circus, when they come to your town or whatever, make sure you go. It's a lot of fun. And the Shrine Circus, like mainly,
Use a lot of stress.
it's an arena circus. So it's different from like a tent circus. A lot different from a tent circus. Well, yeah, we do, but I mean, the arena circuses are much different than a tent circus
Right.
by far.
Never been to a tent circus.
Neither have I.
No.
Neither have I. But Uncle Clement was on the Barnum and Bailey circus, mine and Dad's uncle. He was a Ringling brother, and he did all kinds of cool stuff. He ran and jumped over school buses, and he could stand in one. Grandpa Fuller told me this. He could stand in one spot, jump really high, do a bunch of flips, and then land in the same spot he stood on his feet. And he was that talented, and he was a high wire performer. They didn't have the high wire at the Shrine Circus this year. Another act they didn't have. Yeah, they didn't have the motorcycle on the wire or the Globe of Death with the motorcycles in the round cage. They didn't have any of that this year.
But yeah, it wasn't the normal.
It was different.
Unless they have it today or yesterday and today.
I don't know.
It was the shrines that put it on.
Yeah.
The Shriners. But the entertainment was different than what it normally is.
Yeah,
because it was
they-
a different
I think
group.
It was a different company.
Yes, it was.
A different-
And I didn't like
Yeah.
this company like
Yeah.
I normally.
Well, I like the Carden Circus is good. I mean, you're going to get different acts for different circuses because it's all like a family owned thing where they have like jugglers and all that stuff. But the acts were different. They didn't have the bikes or anything like that.
If you want a ticket for all 3 nights, you can get a ticket for all 3 nights. Like Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really, I can't say it enough. I had a great time. I didn't want to.
It's just
It was different.
Yeah.
They didn't have what they usually have. Maybe next year. I don't know. Things might be different next year.
COVID might be better. I don't know.
But I follow the Elf Carafe Shrine Circus Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
And I'll show AU the Clown one more time. That's my buddy AU. He knows who I am.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah, I don't know what Uncle Clement's
have to go
clown name because he was a circus clown too. But this is AU that I showed at the beginning of this video. AU, he knows who I am.
Did he get you with a flower this year, Jared?
Nope.
Like he did before?
He didn't get me with the flower. He didn't squirt me with the flower. But he knew who I was, and I said, "It's good to see you again, AU." And he says, "Yeah, good to see you too. Welcome back." He's a damn nice guy.
You were the one that he was trying to tap on the foot, I think, up by the railing.
Yeah.
I think so. He's a funny clown. He's a damn nice guy too.
They had
Um,
kids. I think one kid come out as Spider-Man.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Spider-Man, he
His
looked
dad
at
told him,
me,
"Don't wipe it."
And I was joking with the guy sitting behind us because there was a kid sitting next to us and she had an elephant ear. And the guy behind me says, I could hear him. He says, "Well, those elephant ears are so good." And I turned around and said, "Well, I wonder if you have to ask permission of the elephant to climb up and get it." And, to grab his ear and put a little sugar on it. He kind of like, "I see what you're doing." The cotton candy, you can smell the cotton candy all through the arena.
Yeah, and it's torture because I love my cotton
So
candy.
But it's like, what, $7?
$7 just for a little thing.
Yeah.
Stick.
When we went to the restaurant, it was only $5.
Yeah.
Now I
Um,
don't know how much it was for the bags that had the
10.
blue and pink.
The blue and pink cotton candy.
And
Yeah, that's something else. I wouldn't mind getting a cotton candy machine. They're expensive.
You can go get the kids version.
I don't want the kids version. I want the.
Boy, it makes the real thing.
You know what I wouldn't mind doing is actually,
Had fun with hers.
I wouldn't actually mind being a vendor.
Yeah.
You know how much money I would make being a private vendor, selling cotton candy and popcorn and
candy
and you know, the ices or whatever, I'd be making a fortune. I'd be making a lot of money.
And especially if you did it like at the fair.
At the Saginaw Fair and yeah, or the Shiawassee Fair or whatever. I like the carnival.
Like he just said, the Shiawassee.
I like the fair and the carnival and the circus.
Where they have it out on
Hibbard Road.
Hibbard Road. Now,
That's where they've always had a Hibbard Road. But I like the carnival, the circus, and the fair.
I told Dad though, if we do the Shiawassee County Fair again, I'm getting an Amigo.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking.
Good luck with that.
You know, but I will say their vendors are very expensive too.
The issue with that is, will they let me ride the rides? If I'm
I mean, the last time I was at the Shiawassee County Fair, I had a bucket of French fries. It was like $7, but to add cheese to it cost me $9 for a bucket of fucking French fries. I could go to McDonald's and get 3 large orders of fries for probably cheaper than that.
Grab the cheese and melt it.
Yeah.
Grab some cheese.
But I don't know. Everything's going up. But I can understand, you know, like the vendors, they got to make their money too. But at the Shrine Circus, you pay an arm and a leg because the Dow Event Center, they have very expensive concessions.
For merchandise and all that.
Yeah.
You might as well take at least 100 to 200 on you.
Yeah, they well, they were selling T-shirts too.
Yeah.
The T-shirts and the coloring books. They had it all. I mean, it's a circus, you know.
They actually had the regular books.
Yeah, which it tells you all the acts and
Yeah.
gives you information on
I almost got one of those, but I didn't know how much they were this year.
What?
the books,
Oh.
the
That
the
lady-
programs.
That lady up the back of us.
Yeah,
What's the name of little?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Mackenzie.
Oh, Mackenzie. Yeah. That's fine.
I give her a book. She says here, and then the grandpa says, "Well, what do you say to that?" Lady?
Yeah.
Thank you. That was nice. You know.
Yeah, it was the smile. I mean, because I asked Mackenzie, the little girl sitting next to us, they said, "Have you ever been?" She's only 3 years old, and I say, "Have you ever been to a circus before?" And she kind of shook her head. I said, "You're gonna be in for a real treat, little lady." I said, "The circus is a lot of fun," and boy, she had a ball. I thought someone was kicking the back of my seat at first because I was about ready to turn around and say, "Hey, do you mind?" But I discovered that it was little Mackenzie who was jumping up and down next to me. And it's like, okay, she's having fun. I don't care. You know, live it up, kiddo. You're having fun. I don't mind. You want to bounce up and down and make my seat rock? That's fine. No big deal. But she did have a good time. And Reese, he had that kid. I love Reese so much. He's a good kid. But I told him, I said, you got to stay with us. You know, don't run off. The Dow Event Center, as you know, is a big place. There's going to be a lot of people. I don't want to lose you because your mom would never fucking forgive me for that. So he was good. He was a good kid.
He was more enthused with watching people on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I took him to go get his icy and
Yeah.
had him stay in line,
Yeah.
I says, who do you want to come stand in line with you? Wayne or Jared? Jared.
Then that's when I went out.
And then Dad went
Yeah.
out.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. I just couldn't believe it. Two women were looking for me. They wanted Jared Bear. Where's Jared? Where's Jared? I'm right fucking here. What? Hello.
Oh, yeah. Broke.
What?
When she pulls the thing out, she don't grab it here. She grab it right
What
here.
is it?
That's your cord.
It's mine. I always grab
Oh.
my cord like here.
It is
But anyway, I had women looking for me.
two
Which,
of 'em.
yeah, it's like,
They both came to me and asked me.
yeah, and they're
where
both
you were.
and they're both married. It's like, why you looking for me for? You should be sitting with your husband, you know. Well, the one is married and her husband was with her, and the other one is still legally married to the guy that she's trying to divorce. But it's like, you're fucking married. What are you looking for me for? You know?
Trying to get me fight.
It's like,
Fight.
it's like, okay. And like Amy said, Reese wanted me to take him down there, you know, to get a refill on his icy or whatever. And it's like, everybody wants me all the time. It's like,
I want you to, Jared.
I love, I love the fact that I'm wanted by people, but I'm here for the circus. Like, you're with your husband. Like, you're with your husbands and your children and your grandchildren. Don't worry about me. Yeah, it's like, you can come up and give me a hug. I mean, no big deal.
You know what I said? I said, and her old man was there. I said, I'll give your old man stand there. Come in and give me a hug.
Yeah.
And he looked at me like,
I couldn't believe it. It's like, I come to the circus for entertainment, and I've got 2 women that were looking for me. Where's Jared? Where's Jared? I was like, it's like, oh my God. Well, not for my entertainment. I was there for the circus entertainment, not mine. Like, I'm not a fucking clown. Like, you know, I can be a clown, but it's like, I'm here for the circus. I'm not here for you women. Like, enjoy the show like I'm gonna, you know?
They don't want to. They want you. You're the clown.
Oh my God. It was fun though. I can't say that enough. It was so much fun. Even having women looking for old Jared Bear. Huh? 4 minutes?
Yes, somebody's talking to him. That's why he had to look and say 4
No, yeah,
minutes,
we are
Jared.
down. We are down to the last 4 minutes. Wow, that hour goes by really fast. But I used most of the hour talking about the Shrine Circus. But it was probably the highlight of the week.
And deaths and, you know.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why I enjoy talking about the circus so much, because it's been a rough week. We lost Red Moore, and we hear about people dying, like famous people dying off, Meatloaf and Louis Anderson, and we lost Bob Saget and Betty White.
And then you'll
It's
see your
been
buddies go
sad.
to parties and you'll see someone you didn't even know that passed.
Yeah, and Sidney Poitier passed away. I mean, it's been sad and a depressing opening to the new year, and it's like, there's got to be some good news. To Red, yeah, to the Moore family.
Randy.
Yeah.
Red's grandson that we
Yeah.
always race with.
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
racetrack.
He's been here, right? Randy?
Huh?
Randy's that guy that was here, right?
No.
Oh, I thought he was here before.
No, that wasn't Randy. No.
You know who I'm talking about, though. He wears a hat. And
Yeah, that wasn't Randy.
I don't even know his name, but I know his face. I'm really not always good with names, but
You were thinking the one that came and got your van and
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember who it was.
The one was with had Uncle Roy or
And Little Roy was
Little Roy
Oh, Little Roy.
that guy was good over
and
there.
had Jason with him.
I don't think it was that guy. I think it was a different guy. Anyway, it's been depressing lately with all the deaths. You know, people dying, and
And I think that could be another reason why you're eating again so much. Because
Yeah.
it seems like every time you go through a depression, you go
I-
and get an appetite.
yeah, I think
Put on the weight.
I think depression is coming on again, because I had one hell of an appetite last night. I had I had a sweet and sour chicken TV dinner. I had 2 apples. I had a handful of pretzel and cheese combos. I had a handful of regular, pretzels, the twist. I had 2 bagels with Philadelphia cream cheese. I couldn't get enough to eat. And then I had a glass of Pepsi.
But yeah,
I
I've
think
noticed that
depression's
a
coming
lot.
on. Well,
That's
excuse
how I know
me.
it's starting.
excuse
How
me.
much is appetite?
Not only with all the death going on, but it's cold outside.
You don't want to go nowhere. You're cooped up
You get
inside.
cabin fever.
And then with COVID going on and everything,
Yeah.
you don't dare.
I don't
go
have
out.
COVID, by the way. The coughing and the sneezing is not COVID.
We don't live in a cabin.
Well, I don't have COVID, by the way. It's coughing and sneezing. I've been doing this for the past couple days. Uh,
Kind of just
but it's
Allergies.
allergy season.
it's been really depressing with just all the bad news going on and the COVID and
Well, thank you, but
deaths and
he's good.
yeah, I can't
So
quit
he's
coughing.
good.
But anyway, we have reached the 4 o'clock hour. They are ready to go to Owasso to get some Jade Buffet Chinese food. I'm really looking forward to going and gonna film my face, come back home and sleep it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, guys, last words.
Yeah, be safe out there and take care of your neighbors.
Son of
check
a
on 'em,
bitch.
make sure everything's okay.
Dad says check on your neighbors, make sure they're okay. Amy?
The elderly neighbors
I'm
are
gonna
good.
say my normal. Peace out. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there. Take care.
All right. And we'll get one last look at AU the Clown. My good buddy AU. And son of a bitch, I can't quit coughing. We will see you all next week on the 30th already.
Yeah.
January 30th.
Wow.
Much love. Peace out, guys. We'll see you next week. Jade Buffet and Owasso, look out. Here we come. Peace.